This is the code walkthrough. Currently, we're at the index.html file. So, to begin with, this particular app is purely web-based, and the only technology required to make it was Ajax and jQuery. Ajax for requesting the Foseki server for data, and jQuery for validation and front-end manipulation. So the HTML file has three different portions. The first portion takes in two inputs. The first input for the source city and the second input as the destination city. The second portion is a list of checkboxes that we actually use to provide with what information the user needs from the system. It has a list of point of interest with types, attraction, information, archaeological site, museum, hotel, and etc. Uh, for the Yelp restaurants, we also have provided budget and rating, so the user can choose in what under what budget and above what rating should the display be. The third part is the OSM embedded map implementation, and all the manipulation code is written in JavaScript in the main.js file. It is a fairly simple JavaScript file, complicated though. The first part deals with putting a default value to budget and rating if the user forgets to put in any value. So it takes it to show all the possible combinations of Yelp restaurants. The code starts with initiating the maps as provided by the OSM documentation. The function is followed by the get long lat for source function that gives you the latitude and longitude for the source city. This is actually queried using Ajax from the Foseki server that holds our data. Our data is sufficient enough to provide the latitude and longitude for the cities that it holds. This particular function takes you to GetRoute. What GetRoute does is it goes to OSRM API and asks for the list of latitudes and longitudes that lie between the source and the destination. And then it asks the display path function to display the path. Display path uses the implementation provided by OSM to display a path on the map, on the embedded map. The display path function then calls on the populate required function. What this function does is it checks whatever checkboxes are checked by the user, and accordingly it calls the get thing or the get Yelp function for data. The getThing function has a fairly complicated SparkQuery query that is used to get the data from the Foseki server. The data that we get from the getThing function is essentially the description and the latitude and the longitude of the things that lie around the route so that the user can see what things come in between their planned route. And get Yelp function actually provides the data for all the restaurants that Yelp provides that we have stored in our database in our particular ontology. And what this function does is it calls the populate map icon function, and whatever icon is provided for that particular thing, it is populated on the map so the user can see and interact with it. That's it. Thank you.